Good evening and welcome back to Tango Angeles. I have the great pleasure of be sitting here with Christy Cote.
Hello.
Thank
you so much for having me.
Thank you for taking the time to do this with us. We talk with you every year, and it's really fascinating because every year you've got something new going on, which is really great. You're not getting stuck on your laurels.
Collecting any dust.
That's for sure. You're not judging this year.
I'm actually a substitute judge, and I judged last night. But the role of the substitute judge is a new position this year. It's for those people who can't be judged by one of the existing judges because they were coached by them or there's a relationship of some kind. Because most of our judges come from out of town this year, there wasn't so much of that. But last night there was a situation where two couples weren't able to make it because of the snowstorms and the flights and all of that. So they couldn't compete on Thursday, and they had to compete twice on Friday. And somehow in the equation of all that, there needed to be an extra judge. I don't know how it works, but I was assigned to judge just those two people last night. So I sat on the judges panel last night and did that.
And what do you think about the dancers this year?
It's amazing. I think what Andre has done with this competition over is it 4 or 5 years? I've lost track. Is just amazing because it went from like an idea that I think a lot of people were a little bit skeptical about, like would it take off? Would it be successful? Would people really want to buy into this idea of tango competition? At the time, it was quite controversial, as you know. I mean, not everybody believes in competition for Argentine tango. But obviously, there's a healthy group of people that enjoy it, and they say they love the camaraderie of coming here every year and meeting the other competitors, and they're all like very warm and friendly to one another. It's not sort of this, real competitive spirit in that sense. They feel like they're all a member of a very close group of people. So you see the same people coming back year after year and making friends and having a good time, and also the level of the dancing has increased a lot. And so this is looking this year like a very serious competition. Some excellent dancers from around the country all here for the competition like never before, really. And we have also the same-sex couples, which I find really, really entertaining. And you have 4 of them, I think, this year, 4 couples. In the senior division, three of the women couples, and then the guys, Sydney and Claudio.
We did a short little interview with them yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing what they do. Really.
Oh, yeah, amazing. And then Sydney's been involved in this dance for many, many years. He's a fantastic dancer, and his partner, they make a great couple on the floor, and I think that's just a wonderful addition to what's going on here at the festival.
Yes, and I want to get back for a second. I agree with you. Andrea does a terrific job. I mean, this is a huge event to put together. And along those lines, I want to ask you, because there seem to be more regional type competitions that are popping around the country, and I'm wondering what is your take on that? Because on some level, it seems to be competes with this, although they're not official.
That's right.
Competitions. What's your take?
My take on it is really that any dance studio or any group of people are free to have a dance competition. This is no problem. The more the merrier, and if dance studios want to do that around the country, I think that's great. It just fosters this interest in competitive dancing. On the other hand, I think it needs to be made very clear that there is a worldwide competition headed by Mundial in Buenos Aires, and it's an official program sanctioned by the government of Argentina, and this event is the only one sanctioned for the United States. It's the only one that will exist as the official event of the Mundial. And there's one in Japan, and there's one in Europe, or several in Europe, I guess, and around the world there'll become more and more of them, but they are part of this greater organization. So the other competitors or competitions are great, but they have nothing to do with the Mundial.
They, in fact, have to have a minimum number of couples in order to become official. Is that right?
So even this competition, the first year they did it, I don't think any of the categories were official. Maybe salon tango, but not the stage tango, I think, in the first year. But now it starts to grow. So the stage tango and the salon tango, or tango de la pista as they're calling it now, are official, and the people will win prizes and go to Mundial and all of that. But if, for example, the senior competition is not official. So one day maybe it will be when they have more competitors.
Is that? I think I heard the comment that they didn't have enough, only 11 couples.
Yes.
So how many do they need? 12.
I'm not quite sure. I think
A
to make it
more.
official, I think there's a number like 15 or something, and then they were going to do an elimination. So the finals should be like 12, like 10 couples or something. But that would have meant that they would eliminate one couple tonight. But that's a little sad to just ask one couple not to come back last night. So the decision was made to bring everybody back. Why not? And then do it.
And
that
tomorrow
way.
night we'll figure it out.
For the senior division. Yeah.
Last time we spoke with you, you and George were working on a new project.
Wow, this
Right.
is a long time ago. So yeah, last time we spoke, we had just released our new instructional videos, the 4 for Dance Vision, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, and it's been really popular, well received, and we're really enjoying.
Where can they find?
Dancevision.com. Yeah, just to go, to then search for Argentine Tango with Christy and George, and at dancevision.com. That's the place. Yeah.
And what's on your agenda for the upcoming year?
Oh, let's see. Well, I'm working a lot with my company, Tango Confusion. We just came back from Ladies Tango Festival in Buenos Aires, where we were teaching and performing, and we'll do the same thing next year. We also host Joanna Copez here, the director of that festival, and have a festival in the Bay Area as well in September. And so I continue with the women's group. Lead follow exchange is our big thing, and I enjoy that. And I teach that also at CITA, the International Tango Congress, every year with Chelsea Ang. So we've been doing that for about 4 years, where we teach and perform at CITA as 2 women dancing together and teaching the lead follow exchange.
And for the women who are interested in September, where do they look? Where do they get information about that?
The website is tangoconfusion.com.
You got that Tango Confusion.
Tango
Get it?
Tango Confusion, because we're usually very confused, and that's a little play on words there. So sometimes we actually, as we're dancing together, we're very creative, and sometimes we actually don't know who's leading, who's following. We say, "Are you leading? Are you following?" It's like there's a gray area, and we explore that a lot. So.
Yeah, it could be taken as tango with fusion, right?
Exactly. Tango Confusion or Tango Confusion.
which goes right along with what you're doing.
Exactly. Took us a long time to come up with that name, so I'm glad you got that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's always such a pleasure to be around you. Christy has such a wonderful energy about her.
Thank you.
Always very positive, and I love that you just keep going and doing new things, and you're not just getting collecting dust.
This is my 20-year. I'm celebrating my 20-year anniversary of teaching, dancing, and performing Argentine Tango this year, 2016.
Unbelievable!
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
20 years, my God.
I've been posting all my old posters and things like that on Instagram. So.
One day we'll be able to say this is our 20th year of Tango Angeles. That would be.
We'll have a big party with
that's just around the corner.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.